What's going on? What's going on? She got CJ 100,
Your guy Tez the Fi.
and we are the 5100 podcast. Back at you with
Sirski.
another episode of Black Father February.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see from the title, this is not what most people probably would expect us to do. Don't know why, but
Yeah.
that's what we've been told. We don't really speak on issues that affect women or don't speak on holding men accountable. I don't know where they got that from, but nonetheless, that is what we are here to do in the way that only the 5100 podcast can do.
Facts. So look, before we get into it, man, we're gonna hit y'all with some of the, pre-warm up to the warm up. First of all,
Mhm.
please go and check out our website, the 5100podcast.com. Everything goes there. We gonna have some new stuff coming up in there soon, as well as our merch store, Teespring store, the 5100 podcast. You can get all our merch there. We got shirts, the real peel shirts, the 5100 shirt. Look, you can get a tumbler, hoodie, whatever you looking for to support the podcast. We got it. So please check those things out.
So, also, man, if y'all feeling generous, if you like the content, you like what we do, you can look at the bottom of the screen. We got scrolling. You can support us on the Cash App side of the game. You can also send a super chat on YouTube, and you can also hit us at the PayPal side of the game, man. Show support. We are not funded by corporate America. You feel what I'm saying? So we look for support from people that believe in what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep getting this content going. Also, we want to kind of every time we do these shows explain to you what Black Father February is, how it came about. And this episode is no different. So I'm gonna let my guy kind of let y'all know how we came up with this idea.
Decided to do Black Father February because me and CJ, and I'm sure a lot of y'all brothers too, notice how Black fathers seem to get the short end of the stick. We got this bad stigma around us that we don't take care of our children, that all
Mhm.
us are deadbeats and all us don't want to be there. And we want to shine the light on brothers like us that love their children, love being with their kids, and want to be the example in their children life. So look, that's what Black
Mhm.
Father February came from. It's an annual thing. We gonna keep doing it because we know that it's Black fathers out here that love being Black fathers. But so we gonna shine the light on.
Facts, facts. So, now we got all the housekeeping and stuff out the way. Let's go ahead and get into this conversation. Now,
Mm.
um, this was going to be a heavy one. This is not an easy conversation to have, but it's one that needs to be had because we feel like we need to clarify and make things clear. You get what I'm saying? We need to
Yes.
have a distinct role, distinct definitions of who's who and what's what. Because I'm tired of women, to be honest with you, trying to lump all of us into this one category. That's how we even got this negative stigma on our name. To tell you the truth, it came from our women. It's got to be real. So we gotta counter the narrative, right?
Facts.
So we're starting out. Let's just ask the question: what exactly is a deadbeat dad? And I let
So
Ted start with that one. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
now, see what y'all don't see is the conversations behind the camera that me and CJ have when we coming up with these subjects. And
Hmm.
this was one that I was extremely passionate about. So, what is a deadbeat dad?
Hmm.
A deadbeat dad is a man who chooses willingly not to be in his children's life financially, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I'm not
Hmm.
saying the mothers made his job hard or difficult or nothing. I'm saying he said, I'm not gonna be in this child life. I don't want nothing to do with him, even if you make it easy for him. To me, that's what a
Hmm.
deadbeat father is. A guy that just completely walks away.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I would sort of agree. A deadbeat father is a guy that doesn't take his responsibility as a father serious. Um. Also, a deadbeat to me can be created. A guy might not start off
Mm,
as a deadbeat. there are situations and circumstances that can kind of push a guy to become that, not to make an excuse, just to give a reason, right? But the main definition is a guy that doesn't take care of his children. I mean, that's what I think it is in the way that
Yeah.
he does best. You know what I'm saying? I can't compare you to me because you might not father the way I would, but um, to even do it or choose not to fucking do it is the problem.
Yes. And
Hold
I
on, right
think
quick.
that's the big okay. So, and I think that's the thing that it's so important that we had this conversation tonight. And I hope y'all pile in. We want the opinion. We want brothers. We want sisters in this conversation as well. We only gonna be pulling brothers up tonight because it is Black Father February. But look, we need to hear from y'all in the comments. Let us know how you feel about deadbeat fathers. Do you feel like they have been created or they choose this? We need to hear
Hmm.
from y'all tonight. So, you know, it's an important conversation for us.
Hmm. Yeah. So when we talk about the deadbeat father, I think it's mostly about choice, and we have to tread carefully with this conversation because we understand that it's a sensitive thing for brothers because guys get lumped
Yeah.
into it because of the situation that they just find themselves in. Me personally, I have too. You know what I'm saying? Just from going through custody battle, child support, all that stuff, right? It puts you in a very vulnerable position, especially when they label you as a non-custodial parent and just look at you as a chick, right? So you get in these situations, it
Right.
kind of change your perspective. You get what I'm saying? Also, um, I don't give passes to guys that choose not to do anything. You can at the very least financially support your kids, but at the very least, you know what I'm saying? If you're not doing that, I
Right.
mean, what else can we call you?
Uh, And that's the thing. And I think, bro, one of the things, and I didn't experience this, and I'm pretty sure you have too. We'll have guys and think because we men, we supposed to be on their side. Like, nah, brother, I'm a call it the way it is. If you ain't in your child life, you not in your child life. I don't care that we men, that we supposed to be part of this brotherhood. My job as your brother is to call you out when you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, or when you ain't doing the best thing that you can do. And when it comes to them kids, man, I got a zero tolerance because I just know how bad the effects can be when you as a father ain't there. And we see it every day.
So let me ask this question. Who determines what a deadbeat father is? Like, is that
Woo!
because I mean we've heard uh for a
Have
long
we?
time we've heard what most would say is, and it doesn't always add up with what the truth is. So let's try to figure out who should determine what a deadbeat dad is.
Woo! Who should determine? I'll say who should determine is the man. You know if you putting in the effort or not. But I
Mhm.
believe
I'm talking about from
society.
society. Yeah, I'm talking
Oh,
about from a
that's one.
societal.
Okay.
Okay.
From
Mhm.
society, man. I mean, bro, you said it. This ain't no mudslinging. It's the women. I mean, it's no way around it. When you created a narrative to where no matter what this man does, he a bad guy or he a deadbeat dad. We live in
Mhm.
a world where in the black community, the women word seems to go a lot further than the man's. Now,
Right.
I don't know if that's systemic. I don't know if that's just how our community is. But bro, that's what I see a lot of the time. Is he ain't doing this, but because of this. So he a deadbeat. It's like, hold on. Like CJ said, it's nuances to these things. And I
Mhm.
think it's a lot of times the man don't get to tell their story. It's another platform where you can get to do that.
Let me play this clip. It's kind of related, but it speaks to kind of how we got to this place. And shout out to Humble Dad for the last time he came on. He
Facts.
kind of broke some of this down too. But I want to play this clip. Thought it was great, right? Check this out. All right.
Especially black men to do is to have that grace, to have that extra empathy, to understand that there are going to be walls that are, necessary to break down because of her background. And if you care about black women, you should be able to empathize with those walls, just like I don't know if our women cater to our broken egos. Mm. The black man's ego has been systematically fractured, just like the black woman's sense of security has been systematically fractured. And I think the only way we can reach a black love crescendo is if I'm able to see, I got to do just a little bit more to make her feel safe. Mm-hmm. And you have to do just a little bit more to make me feel like a man. A lot of people don't want to do that primarily because a lot of my trauma as a black woman is rooted in a black man. A lot of my emasculation as a black man is rooted in a black woman.
What's your thoughts on that before we get cooking? Because I see my guys in the back, so we finna cook now.
I mean, it's true too, and that's one of the things that we talk about so much that some reason is a taboo conversation to say. We understand that's a dynamic that exists, and it's a reason why it exists. Mm-hmm. And that's also why we have the problem that we have now, like situations that we talking about now. Mm-hmm. It all blend in together, and until we are able to have the conversation, be able to call men and women out on their foolery, it's gonna stay that way, bro.
Yeah. And before I bring them on, I'm gonna lay down my opinion on it too. I heard that clip, and I heard a lot. I heard a lot. And I think we've only addressed where the woman feels that we haven't achieved this level of manhood or fatherhood. And now what you see today with all these podcasts, live shows, it's a difference now. We're hearing the other side, and you got people trying to shame us and they're not talking about these things, right? But I think it's so important that we have both sides of this conversation. And that clip just shows black men and black women have a unique experience in America, and we got to quit acting like one side has just done all the damage, because that's what's been the narrative for the last 100 years. Like, we got to stop playing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But so let's get back. I want to re-ask this first question, and I want my brother to come on the panel. Shout out to this guy, man, brother Ishmael. Met him where I work. Stand up, brother. He was having debates in the goddamn the lunchroom at the workhouse, you know what I'm saying, getting to work, you know what I'm saying, but passionate about what he was speaking about, and he caught my attention. So me and him been chopping it up ever since. So let me introduce my guy, Ishmael Robinson. What's going on, bro?
Hey, how y'all doing?
All good, brother. All good. Tez, you good? I think my boy Tez, he froze. You froze?
Yeah, glitching.
Want to jump out and jump back in, bro? Okay. My guy, what's going on, bro? What's going on?
I'm good. Hey, when I got home, I talked to my girl about what we were talking about at work. And it got heat. It got very heat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it got heated. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to that deadbeat term, it gets thrown around so fluently. Like, it's easy to say that he's a deadbeat. And I'd be like, what makes him a deadbeat? And well, he doesn't do what I want him to do for the child. Like, it be so many excuses.
Mm-hmm. It can also come down. It can also come down to when. Like, okay, you can do it, but did you do it when I wanted you to do it? Like, I can throw you into this pile of deadbeat and you didn't even, but you was going to do it, but at this moment you just couldn't or wouldn't or whatever the case may be. But I was going to do it later. But it doesn't matter in the eyes of some women that would say that.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, you want me, like, I get it. You want me to father my child, I get that. But life happens. I can't father my child when you want me to at your expense. Yeah. I said, my definition of a deadbeat is gonna always be a man that literally doesn't care. Can I cuss?
Yeah, you
good. That literally gives two flying fucks about his kid. Like you said at work, he just out here having sex, making kids, and then he rolling.
Yeah.
What's that song that Temptation said, Pop was a Rolling Stone? That's my definition of a deadbeat.
Mm-hmm. A guy that's just out here slanging dick, don't care about what he left behind, just whatever, man. It is what it is. Deal with what you got to deal with, that type of guy.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, yeah, that's my child. Yeah, but I got a life, and I'm gonna live my life.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay, so I wanna get into what me and you talked about today at work because I told you that we gonna have to cover that one, right? So I don't know how personal you want to get about it. So I don't know if you want to talk about
Yeah, it
the
don't matter to me. I told you I came to terms with I had to accept it and be honest with myself about this situation. So
okay, so
I don't care how
so
personal.
let's get into it. So you how many kids do you have?
I have two
Hmm.
biologically. I do have a second child. I have a outside child that could possibly be mine.
Hmm.
But like I said, I told his mama to get a DNA test 2 years ago, and she hasn't produced one. So I'm not gonna take care of a child I don't know in the back of my head is mine. In the back of my head,
Hmm.
I don't think he's mine. So I'm not gonna take care of a doubt.
Hmm.
But I know in my situation, yeah. And because I didn't sign the birth certificate, I can't force her hand to force a DNA test.
Okay, I was about to ask you that. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I can't force a DNA test because I didn't sign the birth certificate.
So let's deal with the two for sure. So you got are they about the same woman or are they two different
Nah,
mothers?
nah, I got my daughter is by my first one, my first baby mom, and
Uh-huh.
then my son, he's by the woman I'm with now.
Okay, okay. So explain to me and to our viewers the difference between the way you're able to parent your daughter, being that she's not in the home, and your son, but the fact that he is in your home.
It's tough.
Hmm.
It's tough because the first baby mama kept the baby. The first baby mama basically she wanted to make a relationship with me, but I was
Hmm.
just irresponsibly fucking. She was convenient pussy, so to speak.
Hmm.
Like so she was the one that always said yes. So me being
Okay.
irresponsible, I knocked her up.
Hmm.
So because I don't want to be with her, it's a problem now. So everything
Hmm.
she does with my daughter is she wants to be in control. She wants to do this. She wants
Hmm.
to be the head honcho when it comes to parenting my daughter. And I'm like, you
Hmm.
can't do that because first off, I'm a man. I promise you're not finna little boy me. Secondly, you can't be using my child as a leverage or a token to get me to do what you want me to do.
Right, right,
Like,
right.
let me give the viewers an example. My daughter tends to cry because she don't really see me. Me and my baby mama get into it, and my baby mama, you not finna see your daughter. So I go
Hmm.
months. Like I literally went almost a year without seeing my daughter. Last time I saw my daughter, before I saw her a couple months ago, she was 3 going on 4. She's about to be 6. So
Hmm.
it went like 2 years without almost a year and a half without me seeing her. So of
Right,
course she cries when you about to drop off because she'll rather be with the parent she sees the most. And I
right,
get her because she's a kid. She doesn't know what's going on. So I'm not gonna be mad at her about this. So my
right.
child will cry. My baby mama went from saying my child couldn't spend the night with me anymore, couldn't spend the weekends with me. Only
Hmm.
time you get to see her is if it's visitors. And of course, I blew my top, but my girlfriend was like, let her feel like she's in control. Okay, so
Mm.
I gave my daughter. I brought my daughter to the t-ball team. You think my baby mama brought my daughter to the games, to the practice?
Hmm.
No. I paid dues, bought equipment, but she never. And even when she do show up, she's late.
Hmm.
We used to go to the pool on Saturdays. You gonna come bring her? Yeah, I'm gonna bring her. She wait till like 4 o'clock. We already back at the house swimming. So I'm like, now it's not me not seeing my
Hmm.
child because I gave you full control. You said she can't spend the night with me. She can't be around me without your visitation, without you seeing it. Now what?
Hmm.
What's the problem?
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So being that you in that situation, right? When 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 she starts to use your child as leverage and you're not able to see her, what goes through your mind?
At first, what went through my mind at first was, man, this is so petty. What was the point of you even making me get a DNA test? What was the point of you even letting me know she mine if you was gonna do this? Now
Hmm.
it's like, and that's it's like,
Hold on, what's
man,
what's
look,
that? Hold on, what's that? I ain't see you. What's that? Was that a shoulder shrug?
yeah, it was like, man. Now it's just like, look, you can do what you want to do. I'm not even finna argue with you no more. I done been doing what for 4 years. I found out she was mine when she was 2. I've been going through this for 4 years, bro. I
Hmm.
ain't got the time, space, or the mental capacity to deal with it. If you gonna keep her from me, that's on you. That's only hurting her. It's not hurting me. It's only hurting
Hmm.
her because she's the
So
one missing out.
So I know Tez want to get in there. So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna let Tez get in there. I got pushback for you, just because I want you to make it clear why you deciding to do what you're doing, right? So, what do you say to a critic or a person that would say, "Well, I get that she's keeping your child away from you, but as a man, it's your job to fight for your child."
But
What's your
I
response?
always say this: I shouldn't have to literally go through hoops and lava, and I shouldn't have to try to find them random. Like, I shouldn't have to go through the Atlantic Ocean to be a father. When you are a
What
mother,
do you
like
mean by that? Mhm.
you make like and I agree. A lot of people go because just like what I told you. So I'm. You want me to tell the viewers what I told you at work?
Go ahead. That's what I'm waiting on. Go ahead. And
How
then
I
Tez, get on
feel.
in there.
And like, if you gonna go at me, I get it because it's me coming to terms with the truth about my daughter. Like the love that I have for my daughter and the love that I have for my son is totally different. And it's crazy because my daughter is a girl and she's the oldest. I more so love my daughter out of responsibility. I didn't want her.
Mm,
Mm,
I didn't want her.
mm,
But she did
mm,
not ask to be here, so I owe her that responsibility, that due diligence to make sure she has a fighting chance in life. I will go against God for my family, and that's her included. I will give her my heart if I would lay my life down for her. But when I think about my son and I think about the love, I had to understand that the love is different. And when
mm,
people say it, they man, you a dead. And if you feel like this a deadbeat, it is. But I pay their child support, and then I do more. When I do get her, I have her, spend time with her, go on trips, all that. But when her
mhm,
mama get to want to do all this extra stuff, man, it is what it is. But to another man, I know a lot of men that be like, man, bro, you gotta do this. No, I shouldn't. I know I'm obligated. I owe her that, but I shouldn't have to blow her mama up 60 times a day. Can I talk to my daughter? Can I see my daughter? Now you
mhm,
gonna see. Like I showed you the message at work. I hit my baby mama up. How Melania doing? She doing good. Where my child support at?
mm.
First thing she said. First thing she said. But
mhm,
I pay child support because I go to work and it come that 110 come out my check every week. I'm
mhm.
paying $500 plus for a child that I barely see, bro.
Yeah.
And I
Go
Like,
can't.
ahead,
And
Tez.
if my daughter has any missing, like she has any ill feeling toward me, I understand you a kid. You don't know, and I'm
Mhm,
not gonna shadow you like that. I'm not gonna shadow yo how you look at the world. Right? You 6. You shouldn't know. No.
so, bro, I want to jump in here and I'll tell you this, bro. I don't see you as a deadbeat father at all. I want to go to what Cortland said. Cortland's mom said it's two sides. The problem is we usually don't hear your side. We hear it amongst us, but see, they'll hear your baby mama side on TV, on the radio station, and in a song. And that's the difference, bro. I don't think you doing nothing wrong. I understand what you saying. It's out of responsibility. I know you love your daughter, but you ain't
mhm,
been able to create that bond like you done been able to create with your son. And see, bro, this what we be talking about. That's why we have Black Father February. Cause, bro, what you said as a man, bro, I can look you dead in the face and be like, bro, I see where you coming from. Most women, oh no, you a deadbeat. How you gonna say that? Cause it's the truth. He's saying what he feel, and that's the problem. Why he said it himself, why I gotta go through all this? You making it harder for me. You making it more difficult, but yet and still, I'm supposed to be this shining example to you. It ain't for you. It's for the children. And that's why we come down so hard on deadbeats, bro. You not a deadbeat. But like we said, the people that push the narrative on what it is, oh, they gonna say it all day that you a deadbeat because of your words. But bro, you ain't say nothing wrong. Not to the two guys that's hosting this podcast. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what do you say to this comment? Let me read it out.
I
But
was
you
looking
have
at the
to go
comment
through.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it out. So she said, but you have to go through the hoops because you chose to be irresponsible and have a child with someone you had no intention of being with. You have to make the sacrifice at this point. Go ahead and respond, and I want Tez to get in there and just
I
respond
gotta.
to it too.
I'm just gonna respond with a question. So
No,
let's say,
let me get an answer first, and then come
Right,
to the
right.
question. Yeah.
uh, my it.
If you ain't got one off top of your head, bro, I'll take it and I'll give you
Yeah.
time to think of it because it's so close to home for you.
Yeah.
Pull the comment back up so I can get that last part.
Okay. Go ahead, Tez, while he get,
Okay.
No, I got it. I
You got it, okay.
agree. You're right. I said it. I was irresponsibly having sex with a woman I had no intentions of being with.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I shouldn't have to go through hoops when I already took the responsibility to even be in this child's life, knowing that kids are better off raised in a two-parent household.
Thanks.
I already took the responsibility of going down to the court and getting a DNA test, knowing that they're gonna put me on child support anyway. I went to court. I'm also paying, like I said, $510 for one child.
Mhm.
And when I get her, I do more. Like her mama just asked me to go buy her some
You
white and
have
black
to.
shoes.
You have
Yeah, I
to.
do that. And when I get her, I do more. So I'm also paying on top of that. Then I'm doing that. And then like you just asked me to go get her some white and black shoes. I did that. So now, then not to mention I'm doing all that, but then I also got to deal with when it's time for me to get her, you gonna make sure you gonna meet me at the place, you gonna do all this. Then when it's time for me to drop her off, you not nowhere to be found. I gotta leave on people's doorsteps. Or when I do contact, well, you need to be a father. Yeah, but what you not like, and it's a lot that go with it because what's like she goes off on telling people this and telling, but what she not telling people is when we was in court, I told the judge I want my daughter from Sunday night to Sunday night, meaning I get her Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and drop my daughter back off Sunday. So I get her 2 weeks out of month. You get her 2 weeks out of month. First thing she said, "Where's the stability in it?" It's not gonna be stable anyway because we're not together.
Wow. Okay.
We're not together. We're not even in a relationship. It's gonna be unstable anyway. You want me to be a weekend dad. By making me a weekend dad, you basically turning me into a Disney dad, bro. That's really what you're turning me into. And I'm not going for that. I'm not finna have my daughter thinking when you come around me, my dad is the epitome of he gonna buy me this, buy me that.
Exact, bro. You
He gonna buy me this, buy me that, take me here, take me there.
Preaching to the choir now. You preaching
because you making me it's making me look like I'm getting my daughter. Now I'm feeling guilty, so I'm finna do this and that for her. No. I'm not finna do this.
So what was the question you had for? Go ahead with your question.
I asked my old lady this, and I was like, so is this the criteria? Is this type of man is a deadbeat? He having sex with a woman, they just fucking around. She get pregnant. He don't want kids. If he don't want to deal with that woman, he don't even want to deal with that child, but he pays his child support every month. He don't talk to the kid, he don't see the child, but he pays his child support no matter what. He ain't seen this child in 18 years, but he been paying child support for 18 years. Is he a deadbeat? Like,
Tez, I want you to take that question right off the rip before, because she probably ain't gonna answer it. So, Tez, what do you think about what he just said?
Bro, if you can you say it again? I heard some of it.
I'm gonna use me.
Okay.
If I'm having sex with a woman and we just fling, it's just a what they call that sneaky link.
Yeah.
And and I mess around and get her pregnant, but it's already the monotone is there that I don't want to deal with you, and then I let it be known I really don't want this child. But you put me on child support. I don't see the child. I don't talk to the child. I don't even want to have nothing to deal with him or you or the child or you. But I pay my child support faithfully. I haven't missed a date. And the child is like 20 some years old, but I've been paying for 18 plus years. I just don't see my child. Is that considered a deadbeat?
No. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why is because when we have conversations about the A word and the laws and all this type of stuff, this the type of stuff that they don't see in the courtroom. This the type of stuff that men ain't in there able to have a voice to talk about. And bro, you 100% right. In a situation like that, I don't want the child. I told you I don't want a child, and you decide to have the child, but I'm paying child support. I don't think you a deadbeat. But my thing is this.
Come on.
Do you try? What do you do to be in the child life? Because even though you didn't want the child here now. Took two people to make it. Hey, it is what it is. Do you try? We got on Nick Cannon case about that exact same thing. Go ahead,
He
CJ. I
heavy.
seen you.
I wanted to say something.
Hey, y'all. Let me
Because
go get my charger right quick, y'all. I'm finna. It finna be 2 seconds.
Okay, that's
okay.
cool.
So I wanna preface some of this too, right? Think about it like this. Okay, he might not be a deadbeat, right? He's just not a good dad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
the way I view, like, I think those lines get blurred so often. But
Yes.
I think a deadbeat is a guy that just doesn't want to do anything, won't do anything. Like it's just like basically he's dead. Like
Right.
he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't exist. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? I think a guy that isn't in his child's life or doing for the child, as far as physical, mental, emotional, I think that guy's just a bad dad.
I agree.
But because you can't tell me, I'm gonna pull him back up. You can't tell me that as a single mother, you do all this stuff by yourself, but when you have the financial help, it doesn't matter. No, it does. And you can't, and this is why men have to define or determine what a deadbeat dad is. Because if women do it, their emotions will be involved in it. What they think should be done will be involved in it. But it is what it is.
Right.
And we don't speak on shoulda, coulda, or woulda. We speak on the reality of what it is.
We have to, bro, and that's why we the logic. And this no disrespect, and I'm happy that there's women in here because we need y'all in the room. But this the reason why we had these conversations, bro. Okay, let me read. So Courtney's mom said, yes, he's a deadbeat because money can't replace time that is needed to develop a child to be a man or a woman they need to be in this life. Both parents need to be present for that reason alone.
So,
but
okay,
with that,
hold on,
you would rather.
Hold on, real quick. Okay, I understand what she's saying.
I do too.
I understand what she's saying, but what she's missing, we've defined what a deadbeat is on this show today. A deadbeat is a man that will do nothing to help enhance his child's life, do anything to make his child's life better, do anything to push that child forward. To me, that is a deadbeat. To Tez, that is a deadbeat. We've defined what a deadbeat is. Now, I said a guy that wouldn't be there physically, but will be there financially is a bad dad. But a deadbeat is not something I could go with. Go ahead.
He's not a father because it's 2 terms to it. He's not a father. He's a dad.
Facts.
Right.
He's a dad.
And bro, and since we here, can we go ahead and get in the story time right quick? Because I always got one loaded in the chamber.
Yeah, it's my turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you.
So I know a dude, man. This man got 12 kids by like 8 different women.
Jeez.
And when I was younger,
hold on, we ain't just gonna
wait a minute. Wait.
Niggas just ain't gonna say nothing like that and just
I got a question for this situation though. Like,
go ahead.
Right.
Bro, go ahead.
He got, so let's say in that situation he's like literally don't take care of none of his kids. You gonna blame him or you gonna blame the women that's constantly giving him kids?
Now hold on, but before we get there,
what you gonna blame is one irresponsible man with 8 irresponsible women. Who's to blame?
No, we not gonna do that over here. We understand the logic, brother. You speaking to the choir over here.
Yeah.
We understand how it worked, but I was trying to get into the store to prove what we talking about today.
Go ahead.
Dude got 12 kids by 8 different women, and when I was younger, man, I remember looking up to bro because I thought, he was a player. Like, man, he got all these women, he got all this, and then I started getting older, and I started to interact with his children because he in his late 40s. I started to see the effects that him not being around, like, they jumping in gangs or they on the street, his daughter all out and about. And I remember one day, bro, I finally got up the nerve and asked him, I'm like, bro, why you don't take care of your kid? That man looked me dead in the face, bro. And was like, man, fuck them kids, bro.
What the fuck?
I was like, bro. Really? And he was like, man, I'm out here enjoying life. I'm out here having a good time. And bro, And Ismail, bro, I to go to what you said, bro, you 100% right. And once again, this one of the things we talk about. It's always the irresponsibility on the men, bro. Like you said, it's 8 women. All 8 of these went, well, 7. All 7 of these women knew this man had children. But they were like, it is what it is. Bro, CJ, when we covered Jay Fizzle, what we talk about on that episode, it's on our podcast. You can go look it up right now. We talked about Jay Fizzle said he might not even be done. He got 15. And it's women that are still sleep with him raw.
They lining up and see. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, so, we hear now.
And what's crazy is, I say this all the time to my baby mama.
Right there,
y'all tend to go for the men that you know ain't worth shit. This man has kids. He's going through, he has drama with every other baby mama he got. And what makes you think he's not gonna have it with you? When y'all, okay, he's taking care of the child because y'all together.
What about his heart?
I'm saying he's taking care of the child because y'all are in the house. But when y'all break up, when y'all break up, is he gonna treat your kids the way he do his other kids, or he love me, so he gonna love his kids? Come on, man. We are creatures of habit, bro. He ain't broke this habit yet. What makes you think he gonna break it when y'all do what y'all do?
For sure. And bro, let me do a shout out to No Label for the $5 super sticker. Appreciate that, brother. Let me give you your claps. Sorry about that. And also we got a cash app from Raven, $20 cash app. Thank you so much for supporting the platform. And like CJ said earlier, man, if you want to support the platform, you can do it through Cash App, Super Sticker, Super Chat, PayPal, whatever. We appreciate it. So, all right.
Yeah. So let's not get too far off the train here because we were going in a direction. But here's what I would say. The next question I have, but before I ask the question, I want to make something clear. This conversation is about the deadbeat man.
Yes.
And so though I believe that if a man gets 17 women pregnant, all 17 of those women, maybe I'll say, let's just go with 15 to be modest, right? Let's say 15 out of that 17 knew exactly what they were getting, right? But that still doesn't excuse him for being irrational, not in control, irresponsible man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And that's what we want to get to. So how do deadbeats, and I'm gonna start with our guest first to answer the question. How do deadbeats affect the image of fatherhood?
Man, it's a whole 360, the whole circle. Like, because let's say, like with my girl in my situation, you see that I'm going through something with my first baby mama, on top of what you going through, because she had a child before me. So you going through what you going through with your baby, your first baby dad. Of course, it's gonna be in the psyche of, I'm going through this with my baby dad, and her baby dad ain't worth a damn. He's going through this with his baby mom. He must be the same way. He must be the same way. So now you gotta really get inside of my psyche and my circle and my daughter. Like, you gotta see the interaction between me and my daughter, and me and my daughter and her mama, and all that. It creates all that, because it's just terrible. That deadbeat term it destroys it makes a lot of good men, like the men that actually want to be in their kids' life, but who have a hard time. It makes them look like dog shit. And then it makes you feel like, bro, am I really not worth it? Like, because not only is the system against you, you got your black women, because I'm black, you got black women against you. Then you got to deal with the system that's automatically going to favor women in family court anyway.
Right.
It gonna create. It creates with my. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I'm damned if I do, because now my whole livelihood. Like I said today at work, child support is slavery. It's modern day slavery for the man, bro. For any man that's on, especially the black men, because now you're forced to work for the rest of your goddamn life. Because if your child go to college, you still got to pay child support.
Thanks.
If you got back pay, you still gonna be having to pay that back pay, taxes, garnishments. You still gotta pay that to the mama. Not to mention, you gotta go through so much to even get joint custody. Like, why do I not have joint custody off the bat?
Another great question.
I have to
That's
file for
changing.
joint.
That is changing.
Yeah.
That's finally starting to become the norm. Whereas like they're starting to make 50-50 the default setting. I mean, it hasn't happened fast enough, but it's damn near in half of the states. It's on the docket in half the states in America. So we're getting somewhere. And that's because men been quote unquote complaining, right?
Right.
It's done something. It's made some shit work. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Tez, with your response.
But yeah, bro, I believe. Let me get the question right. This damn Wi-Fi tripping threw me off. How do deadbeats affect the image of fatherhood? Unfortunately, we live in a world where if one person that look like us do something, all of us is labeled as such.
Literally.
That's really what it is. So you'll have guys like, and a little bit about me, like, bro, I'm married, and bro, number one, bro, I'm glad you here. You know, okay, he dropped, but I'm glad he was here.
Sure, he'll be back.
Yeah, because bro, it's so different dynamics. CJ, your situation different from mine. I'm a married man. My child in the house with me. But if to the unassuming woman, if I do one thing wrong, you a deadbeat like all these other guys. And it's like, you don't know that my child we made our child in wedlock. I'm trying to get him out the bed, but he in the bed with us every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I could do one thing, bro, and I wouldn't be no different from Jay Fizzle. You hear how crazy that is?
Hold on, real quick. I see that Miss Cortland was timed out. Don't time out people for disagreeing, y'all.
No.
We okay with disagreement. Now, if she get disrespectful, that's one thing, but don't time her out. If you still here, love, we didn't have anything to do with that. We apologize. You definitely your voice welcome here in the chat. You ain't getting on the panel, but you welcome in the chat.
Right, yeah. We ain't trying to time out different opinions, but just going into what I was saying, it affects us because when brothers
damn,
not
my
in
phone fucking died.
Bro, you still
no, it's finna die. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's how it should go.
Okay. But as when you a deadbeat father and you follow the criteria that we set down as what a deadbeat father is,
right?
When you in that role, it affects all black men because listen to the narrative that we hear all the time. Black fathers ain't in their kids' life. Well, you can look up the stats and that's false. All black men got multiple children out here by multiple women. When you can look at the stats, that ain't true. You can go 52% to
52% of black men have no children.
Bro, the stats are there. But see, when deadbeat fathers are louder than the good fathers,
that's
when we got issues. That's why I could do one wrong thing and I'm Jay Fizzle. CJ could do one wrong thing and he Nick Cannon.
Or NBA Youngboy or something.
Or Future, right. and bro, like, it's so important that we do this, bro, because if we don't, that narrative gonna keep going. Black Father February for guys like Brother Ishmael to come on here and say what he really feel, because I understand how Cortland's mom may have took that, but as a man, bro, I clearly understand where he coming from. Bad father, deadbeat dad, two different things.
So let me bring up my guy, No Labels 100, aka Gutter Slim. My guy been showing us love on Instagram for a minute. So let's give my brother a round of applause, and I appreciate the super chat too, my brother.
Hold on, man.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro?
I fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all letting me on here, bro.
Yeah, man.
You good.
Hey, y'all started around the same. Y'all know we started around at the same time.
Yeah,
we started around the same time. And I think y'all doing what I was doing. I was like, man, let me help these. I ain't want no help. I just seen y'all doing the same thing I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all keep doing it because you know I'm doing it too. But I'm trying to go to a higher level, so it's taking me. I'm doing paperwork and shit. So I'm trying to go to the next night. I see y'all trying to do the same thing, but I ain't trying to interrupt that. But we get back on topic. But I appreciate y'all, boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the question that's on the screen right now? How do deadbeats affect the image of fatherhood?
But this is what Tay was saying earlier. Like whenever they do something, like when a woman hurt by a man, she seems to just cast it out on every other man. Soon as one hurt her, she checked the rest of them. All y'all fuck niggas. All y'all men do this. And what mess with me the most, bro, is women have surpassed men in cheating now. So why are we still these F niggas? Why are we still that?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What am I saying?
So send the knife to the back guy.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying, bro, why are we still being called dogs when they have surpassed us in cheating? Look at it. They have surpassed us.
Welcome. It's good to have you here.
Good to be here. Come on, girl.
Oh, well.
All right. I'm for real, bro. Why we still that? We still a pet. Like what? How?
But no label. I even to try to kind of swing it back to where we at, bruh. What you saying made perfect sense because look, man, me and my wife watch paternity court all the time. What you said is a prime example of that show. The women are the ones that end up with that you the mama for sure. Ain't no way around that.
Right.
But you always gonna have questions with the fathers. So, bro, going back into your point, if you know, regardless of what happened, that baby gonna be yours. Why put yourself in a position to be with a deadbeat?
I don't know. I guess they entertain it. I think it's fun. Like us working guys are not fun enough because we busting our butt every day. Like I guess we spending too much time at a job. She don't realize what our job is bringing to them. But it seems like we ain't fun enough. We stressed out. We are more stressed than the fun guy.
Facts.
He got time. That dude that's out there, that deadbeat dad. He juking every night. He ain't working. So he got all night. He got all night to stand up in some ass. He got all night. He got all the energy. We just left work, bro. We just left work. We hit the clock. We tired. I ain't finna stand up for you. I'm tired.
My boy came in hot.
I'm just saying, bro. And my old lady after 12 hours, she asked me for some wood. I'm gonna snap on her. You better go. Hey, I run to the stove. I get you some batteries, and you'll brrr up. That's the new animation.
Hey,
what up, man?
What's going on, man? So no label. Do you have children, bro? Like, do you have any children?
I have three. I have 3 kids, bro.
Okay, all by the same woman, different mothers.
All by the same woman.
Okay, married.
I'm married.
Okay,
married. I've been with my wife for 20 years, bro.
Give it up. Woo! Come on,
man. Come on, man. Hold on. It's a celebration.
The celebration.
Hey. I told my brothers, y'all need to try. The hardest thing in the world to be is the good guy. Is the working man. It's the hardest thing in the world to be.
All right, bro. All right.
All my brothers are street dudes. All of them are street dudes, bro. And I told when they got out of prison, I went and got them and say, try to be this nice guy. Let me show you how hard this is to be.
God told us that this is the most difficult path in this world, the world we live in.
It is. Trying to and no label, bro. You hit on a great point, bro. It's so hard. And going back in the fathers, it's so hard, bro. When you doing everything in your power to be the good guy and you still get looked at as the villain. Me and CJ said all the time, bro. You know you the superhero, but the world see you as the villain. Sometimes your family see you.
People don't like being responsible.
I agree with it.
It's difficult. That's why.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's real difficult. So like, when you throw responsibility at them and you try to hold them to their word, they don't like that. They don't like it because you could tell. You ask a woman what she wanted in a man, and you could like my old lady get out of hand sometimes. I like you ask for this. I would tell her you ask for this. This is what you want. I give you the things that you want. You still complaining about them. So what do you want? When we was little, bro, old dudes told us you gonna never make them happy. You like what you talking about? An old cat always told us, and not these new women let you know, whatever God give them, they try to get it surgically removed. If God can't make them happy, bro, we change.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
Go ahead,
I need,
CJ.
I need you to take your damn microphone off the lava, my nigga. It's getting too hot in here. All right, let me bring it. Let me bring it back. Cortland's mom.
Woosah.
Cortland, look, love. Oh my god.
Can you read it, CJ?
Okay. And I'm gonna respond. Then I'm actually, I never got to answer the question too, so I'm gonna do all of that real quick. Cortland's mom said, "Some men, we should have kept her head. That's what we should have did. But some men know how to hide certain traits well. So women become blinded by the good guy he portrays to be. But once they catch on, it's too late." All right. Is that true? In some instances, yes. But I'm sick of y'all talking about woman's intuition. I'm sick of y'all talking about you knew and you just did. No, y'all be knowing most of the time, bro. I'm telling you, because I've been the guy that you should not have been dealing with, and I didn't hide a bitch ass thing.
Facts.
I was just doing what I was doing, and you like the toxicity. See, toxic is fun. That's what motherfuckers don't be want to talk about. Yep. Toxic is fun. Toxic makes sex better. Toxic makes food taste better. Nigga, like toxic get the liquor hitting it. It's the truth. So we know that like y'all like to say this the most, but the truth is you enjoying the toxicity and you just get caught up with a baby. And that's what be happening. Say, I ain't got no problem with you liking Tyrone. It's cool. Right. Have fun with Tyrone. Why are you getting pregnant by him though?
Come on.
When you got 32 flavors of that bootylicious birth control.
People don't like to be responsible. It was fun. It was fun. You telling me to put you. Hey, and bro, I'm glad you said that, because we were just talking about it's more women telling guys to take the rub off than it is like you
literally.
Come in, bro, I'm coming in with, I got the whole noodle pack.
They telling you to shoot it off.
You go. I thought you go. I thought we was cream pie tonight. No. What you mean? No.
Sounds like a lot of. Hoopla! It sounds like a lot of. Hoopla! Sound.
Bro. Girls are telling men to get away. What you brought that for? She said, I want an elf tonight. I want an elf. So when she said she want an elf, that rubber's no holds barred. She want it all. Want it all,
bro. And see, one of the reasons why I'm happy we didn't kind of went down this road is because it is two sides to the story. And we address the goal for us tonight, bro, was to address deadbeat fathers and to be able to hold them accountable. But you hitting on something that need to be spoken on more, which is it's responsibility on both sides.
Both sides.
It is like you said. Like, bro, the world we live in now, like you said, bro, the women acting like the dudes. Like you said, condom, what's that?
Right.
I don't like the way that feel. It feel better.
Right.
And like, bro, when I got out of the game, like when I finally, was done and I got married, coming out the game, it was like, nah, man, I'm trying to have fun. I want to do this. I want to be this. And it's like, your mindset had to change. When, like you said, when you no label, when you try to become that good guy, that guy that want to be there for his wife, his children and stuff. So that's when them real situations come up. So where it's like, man, now you got to figure out a way around the temptation of the girls that want to do this, because you know what they after. Right. They trying to their goal is to mess up the situation that you could be potentially be in. And if I was irresponsible, I could have been Jay Fizzle. All it takes is one night.
All it takes is one.
Bro. And let me answer the question right quick. How do deadbeats affect the image of fatherhood? Y'all all said it. But I'm gonna add this. It adds pressure in places where it shouldn't be. Like me, for instance, me being a non-custodial parent and not being with my ex-wife, right? I overcompensate. I said this on the last episode. I overcompensate and try to do too much and end up running myself thin, wearing myself thin, which is funny because I've had things to say about my daughter's behavior and Her mother, because I was a non-custodial parent, didn't take heed to what I was saying. Fast forward 6 months later, what I was telling her, she's now telling me a problem. So I get the treatment of the deadbeat dad because she does. It just in our community, the opinion of fathers really don't matter as much as they should. You know what I'm saying? So that's an effect of deadbeats. They have taken away some of our power as fathers. Our words barely mean anything because when a guy doesn't care about his kid, who cares about what he thinks?
Right.
I think the discipline is not logic. It's more like they try to add emotional discipline. Like,
Yeah, it's
that
feeling.
emotional, like, but sometimes we as guys that we know exactly what to do. Don't take that approach. Don't. But I like, especially with my boys. Don't talk to me when I'm talking to my boys. Please don't talk to me when I'm talking to boys. That'll bother me. So when I say I used to get interrupted, but when I put it down, like, don't. Unless you got some meat that I don't know about, don't talk. You can't raise no man. You can't raise no man. So let me get. But they always got they say so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm gonna tell you what I do. I let her try her way, bro. I swear to you, 98% of the time it does not work.
Yep.
Yeah.
It does not work, bro. I done tried that way. So I'm just gonna see. Cause my baby boy, I ain't no street nigga no more, but somehow it finds them. Somehow it finds them.
I promise. Cause with my old lady, I asked her one day, I was like, you want to marry me. So that means you love the man that I am and the man that I'm becoming.
Right.
So wouldn't you want the kids to emulate that man? She was like, of course. So I'm gonna have to parent them a certain way. You can't really say nothing because you're not a man. You don't know you don't know how really hard it is to be a man. So I gotta teach them because ain't nobody coming to save them when they get out there on their own. So don't tell me when you too hard on them. No matter how hard I am on my kids, life gonna hit them hard.
Right.
So it's like now she don't really say too much, but I know you when I get on them, you can tell the elephant in the room.
You see it.
Yeah, or
it's a difference. It's just a difference.
Yeah.
Like it's no way around it. Like with my daughter, I had a conversation with her about, how she feel about my discipline. Not that I was gonna change anything, but I just wanted to know what she thought. And she was like, well, Dad, when you say it, it's just scary. That just confirmed everything I wanted to know. Okay, good. I'm doing the right fucking thing.
Doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Because your mama said, and it just
trying to be friends. Friends like the women like to be their friends.
Yeah.
Like to be the friends.
I don't care. My kids may never like me. They may always feel some way, but you will respect me. You will understand that when you get out there on your own, everything that I tell you, you gonna see it. You gonna live it. I promise. My dad, when I stayed with him when I was 19, I was set in my ways, raised by my mom. I was set in my way, but first thing he said was, "You weak to women. You gonna always lose because you put a woman first." And he was like, until you get yourself together, everything you love, touch, want, need, see, gonna crumble beneath the ground you walk on. I came back to Memphis and I lost everything. So but you know what I'm saying? Like, my mama wasn't gonna tell me that. My mama didn't tell me that. It took my dad to tell me, and I understood why my dad is so hard the way he is, because he has no choice but to be.
Right.
From my dad, I learned that, bro. Men are the last line of defense before your son end up in handcuffs and your daughter end up on the pole.
What?
Let me show y'all something. Let me show you an effect of the deadbeat fathers and men not handling their business and women constantly playing the game with our children. Let me show you what it looks like, what it ends up being. Hold on, God damn it. The little ass button. My bad. It ain't let me get to the jam, man. That shit crazy. Hold on, let me refresh. That shit crazy. There we go.
Ain't shit, clap your hands. If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
What?
That's my dog right now.
That's TikTok though. That's TikTok.
Let's watch it one more time.
If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands. If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing about that. When they be doing that, she probably done smash that boy brother too. She don't know who the dad is. She just trying to throw the baby at. They be doing that, bro. She don't know who. They be doing all that, and then the baby don't even be theirs.
The crazier thing about that is that's not a mother. That's a mama. That's not a mother. A real mother, and I take it from my old lady's mother. Her daddy, and I don't know if she want me to get personal with it, but it's the difference when you allow your kids to find out on their own if the father ain't shit or not. Instead of you belligerent them and telling them, because they're gonna create something in their head, they're gonna try their best to prove. They gonna prove. Now, most kids gonna try to prove to their mama, you lying about my daddy. No matter how much you like,
I'm going my experience. So once your mama start feeding you that stuff, even your daddy could be fighting for you right now. Your daddy could be fighting for you, and then they start feeding them boys that crap, and then they find out my daddy was actually cool. You lied to me. So now I got a problem with my mama now. So instead of her letting him find out on their own. Or like mama never tell her bull crap. Mama don't never tell her bull crap. They just attack that. If you don't take that, you let the child find out on their own, and they're like, "Mom, you were right." But when she bashed him, then find out my daddy was fighting to see me, that it's a whole different. Now the table's gonna turn through his adult life. He gonna hate his mama.
And that's something that
not one time in that child's life he gonna side with both parents, because through life, mama told me daddy want this, and I grew up find out she was keeping me away from you. Now I don't dislike mom, so he'll never have it together.
And it's just like what you said.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get Tez in there right quick.
Because he said something at work. I don't know if y'all watched the show Bel Air. And me and him were talking about this at work.
Boss. Hold on. let me get Tez in there.
Now, I was just gonna add to the point, and like I said, y'all, we the goal is for the address, deadbeat fathers, and the conversation we have in A1, but
that's
we kind of got we kind of got a lane that we're trying to drive here.
Yeah.
We trying to look, and next week definitely we need y'all for that one.
Next week we'll be talking a lot about parental alienation. Like we getting into it next Saturday.
For sure.
A lot of people. I feel like a lot of women, and me personally, I feel, because I hate that word merch. A lot of women call a man a deadbeat off an emotional feeling that they get. Like you said earlier. Like I said, you like, use an example. A lot of women be like, he don't love my son. No, he don't love your son the way you want him to love his son.
Right.
He's loving his son the way he feels like, hey, that's probably how he was taught. You don't know that. He's loving his son the best of his ability. Well, he ain't there. Okay. But you can't sit here and say he don't love his son. He ain't, because he don't love. Yes, the love, like, y'all look at the emotion. Look at the fact of what he's doing. He's there. Like, one thing I can say, my baby mama I think that's what my mama told me. I should have lied to my baby mama and said, I told my baby mama, I love my daughter, but I don't love my daughter enough to give a fuck about what you going through. You and your personal life has nothing to do with me and my daughter.
It's my turn. It is.
Oh, that crazy, boy! You crazy.
Jesus Christ,
man.
Well, I was wrong for saying that.
Nah, it ain't that you was wrong. It was just like, damn. Let's
I love my daughter, but I don't love her enough to where I'm finna get in your business. Like, she had a dude that was beating her ass, man. Look,
well, she adding you in on the conversation. Like,
man, but she was adding on. Why is you laying beside this man, questioning me? Why you choose another girl over me?
She told you that while she was with him?
While she was laying beside him. She questioning. So he want to have a conversation with me. Me and him have a conversation. And I told him, I know you beat my baby mama ass. I know you laying a smack down on her. But the minute my daughter say anything, she could be lying, I'm killing both of y'all. And I mean it.
Well, you should have told her, you should have, I'm a real man. You got a sparring partner over there. Like, you got like a real sparring partner.
And I'm like, but I'm telling she telling me, well, he's good to my daughter. He's there for my, but in what environment? When she's witnessing you getting your ass beat by him. So, but instead of you giving, like, it's another thing too. the court system can know that the man, like in my situation, I told the judge, my daughter,
hold
my
on.
baby mama throws.
Let me ask you this. So if you know this going on, why you don't make a move to get her?
I was getting her. I was getting her. I told the judge my baby mama situation. I'm like, I have a more stable surround. I have family that's gonna help me. I got this. My baby mama live from house to house to house. Not to mention she throw her neck back. She pop pills. She do drugs. She don't really have my daughter. I make money. Why don't y'all just give it to me? You know what the judge said? It's your job as a man to help sustain a lifestyle. Well, they say it's to help sustain a life for your daughter. They made me pay child support instead of giving my child to me, knowing my baby mama wasn't capable enough.
Bro, at that time, I hate to say this, but you gotta throw money at that situation. You actually do. You got with that, bro. When it comes to that, when it get that deep, the judge is gonna do whatever the state tell him to do. That's when you get lawyered up.
It was a woman judge.
Oh man, money. She still can't beat no money. Great, I promise you, dog. You making bread, she ain't gonna beat that money.
Yeah,
I promise you, bro. When you do what you supposed to do, have your stuff in order. And when you got all that, they can't take it from you. That's why, like he said earlier, it's leaning towards our way. Oh, it really is. You get breaded up, lawyered up. They can't stop it. I don't care what she is. You can change judges. She can't stop it.
True.
And then they can stop now. But we got power now. Somebody listening.
So let me ask you this: with what we saying, because I know you know it's true to an extent, right? But with what we saying is your ability to be the parent that you want to be diminished to the point where you don't want to fight anymore? That's the question I would ask. Is it that you're tired of fighting and it's like, I'm just not doing it no more?
You want the truth?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It got to the point where I'm contemplating signing my rights over as a father.
Ooh.
It got to that point, literally. It got to that point. But the only thing that's stopping me is my son knows his sister.
Oh, you want to split that up?
It's tough, and then it's also
what would signing your rights away overdo? What would that do?
You won't be obligated to do anything for that child.
I won't be obligated to do nothing for my daughter. All I gotta do is just pay the remaining back pay that I owe. I won't be paying child support no more. I won't have nothing to do with her. Like I can't really force her hand. Now she like that's all, but it got to that point like you don't want me in her life anyway. I go through hell and hot water. I might well just not deal with it.
She gonna get grown. You think she gonna be able to take that? Because it's gonna get worse. Even if you did it,
definitely gonna get worse.
It'll get worse. It's gonna get worse.
And that's another reason. Like it was
your brother, and then it's like you abandoned her. You gave up on her.
And I was like, I grew up without my father. He left. I can't do that to her. And now like she know her brother. Then on top of that, I got a woman upstairs looking at me upside my head. Like, how can you do that? So I was like, yeah, I couldn't do it. That's when I came to the turn, because she called me a deadbeat. You a deadbeat. I promise the first time I ever shut up arguing with her, like, damn, am I one? Crazy. I really don't try to fight to go see my daughter no more, like most men would. I'm comfortable paying child support and leaving it at that. But that's when I came to the turn. And I came to the term and realized that I really do. That's when I came to the terms and realization of understanding. Because somebody said something in the comments, you got to be a man about it. I had to be a man and accept the truth in me. I love my daughter out of a responsibility because she didn't ask to be here. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to take care of her.
I got a question though. I got this question. Okay, what if you got a guy that's split in half, right? Because you got this deadbeat father too. It's some dead fathers that take good care of their stepkids and don't do nothing for the biological kids.
Ooh.
That's a lot of that going, bro. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that going on, bro.
But that's more or less because at the end of the day, they have no choice if they want to be with their woman or not.
Sometimes
that's a fucked up situation.
No, I think
sometimes it's women, sometimes it's women too.
I was about to say that. Look, let me say this, because I went through a period in my life, and this is where it gets personal for me. I didn't see my daughter for a year, right? And I had a restraining order against me, and I was also fighting for custody at the same time, right? And so you could technically say, this is why I always challenge this word. You could technically say I was a deadbeat for a year, because the way it looks from an optical standpoint, the woman I was dealing with, I got to see her daughter more than I got to see mine, and it wasn't a choice. It was like it's like I care about this woman, I care about her kid. You think I don't care about mine more? Yes, motherfucker, but I don't get to see him. And it's not that I haven't. This is where it gets tricky, man, because it's not that I wasn't fighting. Court cases don't rule in a day. Like you talking about months and months stretched out. So in that time, am I not a deadbeat? That's why I challenged the word. But go ahead, Gutter Slim. I know you was speaking.
Yeah, but you right on that, man. But you got some dudes like say for instance, the guys with the three, 4 baby mamas, right? Wherever they go lay their head, their household is cool. Whatever situation they left, that's what it be like. Whatever situation they left that situation.
But their livelihood is there though.
But I got 2 cousins. Wherever they move at, that's where they staying at. They cool there. And bro, they left the other family. It's
not about the kid to them. It's not about it's about where they at. Yeah,
it's about where they at right there, bro. It's about where they at.
That's a deadbeat, bro.
He is. I got a cousin like that. He a damn. I got a cousin that's a damn good daddy to his daughter right now. But if they break up, this nigga would not be a good dad anymore. Like it's just what it is.
It's just what it is.
And bro, Gutter, you hit on a good point, bro. We talk that great point because
great point. God damn,
bro. I got a homegirl, and I hope she don't hear this. But
these women have fucked you niggas up.
But bro, the dude she dealing with is the exact guy that Gutter Slim talking about. Dude got 2 kids with from a previous relationship, and the dude he a truck driver, but he ended up going to another state or another hub, something. I don't know nothing about truck drive, but anyway, he ended up getting with my homegirl. My homegirl got 1 child. They end up getting together. I'm talking about, bro, CJ Tez. Oh man, he's such a great father. You know, him and my little boy go play basketball. They go to the park. And I'm like, what'd he do for his other kid? She paused. And she was like, well, I don't really know. He don't really talk about him like that. I'm like,
that's a red flag.
Bro,
red flag.
It's bro, see this. All right, let me get back. Calm down. but bro, that's what I'm talking about. That didn't apply to you at all. That this man just completely emotionally, physically, financially, just completely
macaroni in your shit.
And ain't even
talked about his kids. Ain't tried to let your kid meet his kids or use the kids as an opportunity to get his kids off. What?
But I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you what, because I got a situation like that too. They feel like he won't do me like that. I'm serious. He changed. No, stop laughing. He changed.
Rejected.
Dead serious. He changed. He won't do me like that.
So the dude, so all of them deadbeats got the future effect, huh? They can just find a way
to make a way.
Yes, like bro, like Gutter, man. I'm so happy.
That dick good. That's what that
fact. That's all it be.
That don't be the man, bro. Don't care what your past got. You can show you can provide. That would go.
Ooh,
so you gotta provide something.
Can you provide?
Gotta provide something.
Can you provide emotional support? Can you provide the trash taken out, nigga? Like you, it's fine. You can drive my car and smoke up the weed in my car and leave ashes all over this joint. But when I can you keep the house clean when I go to work, sir? This the woman talking to him.
And it's crazy because I used to argue with men and women like that deadbeat term, but the way you just pointed it, how like you would take care of another woman's kid, but you're like, I was on the side of where I just couldn't see my child because my baby mama was.
And
so
that's
I'm
why
with her son.
Episode. That's why we doing this.
I'm with her son. I'm with my baby mama. I'm with my girlfriend. I'm with 9, but she had a son, and this before we had a child. So before we got, of course, I'm at the gym. He finna come to the gym with me. So it's like That's why I say that deadbeat term get thrown around so much. Understand what a deadbeat is. A nigga that does.
You know what, bro? That could have been the old topic right there. Women who create deadbeats.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to take. They want what you say at work. They want plausible deniability.
Women create it. It's either they either make like y'all two situation. They created that. Then again, a woman that's benefiting off this man. She helped create it again because she's not telling him go get the other kid. I want to know I want our kids to meet. She's not pushing that, so she's still enabling that man. She's creating a deadbeat herself.
So
not purposely.
Let me pose the next question, and I want to start with Tez on the answer. And this is I typed this up, but I want to add a little bit to it. Should we disassociate from deadbeats, and should we point them out? Starting with Tez.
Point them out for sure. This conversation hit close to home because I got some family members. I got some people that I know that I'm close to, like brothers, that I know deadbeats. And when you love people, bro, I know all y'all got friends, everybody that's watching this, you got a brother, you got a cousin, you got an uncle that know he ain't doing, he ain't doing, not what you done heard, he ain't doing what he's supposed to do. It's our job to call them brothers out because Gutter Slim, CJ, Ishmael, we doing what we can for our children, bro. You brought up boys. I got a little boy. I need him to see what a man is from me, not from music videos, not from movies, not from the streets. CJ got a daughter. He need to show his daughter what a man look like. So it's our job, bro. The brothers that's watching this, that's in the comments, it's our job to point out deadbeats because you got to hold them accountable, bro. Somebody held me accountable one time, not on the deadbeat thing, but on other stuff. And I had to look at myself and be like, damn, bro, is that me? And when I looked in the mirror and it was me, I said, I'm going to change it. Sometimes that's all it takes for some guys. But as far as should we disassociate from them, I don't think so. No. I think in order to point them out, we got to pull them closer. Because a lot of these brothers, man, I honestly, this just me. I think a lot of them scared. Dude that got 12 children, the dude I was talking about, the man can't compare to me as a man, and I know why. He's scared. He don't want to fail. So he drink, he smoke. I done had conversations with him. He run. And because he's scared, now it's the guilt of, oh, my kid's grown now. They ain't gonna never love me. But see, these the signs we don't talk about. So I think we got to pull them closer instead of disassociate from them.
Let me get Gutter Slim with the solo cam. Go ahead, brother. Get the question.
Me, I'm about saying with him, man, because if they maybe they don't know. It's maybe his past he don't know. Because a lot of times we just looking at it like he probably don't know how to be a good father because what his father did to him. So I ain't gonna disassociate. And if I can help, it's gonna make me feel better too. Thanks. If I can reach out and help that bro, then to see him thrive at it, that's gonna do something for me too. To see him like, hey man. So now what I pull him close to me, I didn't dissociate with him. So now his boy's gonna show it. So that goes a long way than just me just leaving him out there. So I pull him close, bro. I won't push him away. I think that's what we here for. That's what this podcast for all of that. So I'm with him.
Let me get Ishmael. What you think, bro?
I agree with both of them. You should call them out on it. Because I do believe a lot of men who are deadbeats, literal deadbeats, they got family and friends that know they ain't and won't say nothing. They coddle him. They give him excuses. The mama might get the child, but knowing he don't get they really just putting a Band-Aid on a cut nose. Call him out on it and help him, show him what it is. Even because if he's scared, like you said, a lot of men didn't have a father growing up. So they don't really know what a father, they're learning on the fly. And it's scary because you got you got people that's basically, bro, they depending on you. So if you don't know, you never had something, you depended on somebody that wasn't there. So now you gotta this person depend on you. what you're using is a ghost. It's tough. So you gotta, but men gotta also be honest with themselves and ask for help.
Nah, they can do that.
They gotta be honest with themselves and say, I'm afraid to be this because I don't know what I'm doing.
That pride.
And honest. That pride, they gotta let go of that pride when it comes to their kids, because it ain't about you no more. It's about the child. So cut them off. I used to say, man, cut that mind off. I'm not gonna be friends with nobody that's a deadbeat. But I can say, I'm gonna stop being cool with you if I done pointed it out at you and tried to help you and talk to you, and you still choose not to do it. Yeah, I can't do that, bro. I can't do it. I can't, because I ain't you're not on my level, bro. We're not on the same wavelength. Now, if you're trying, then I can help you, but I can't lead you to the water if you don't want to drink, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
Who is these?
He's on fire. He's on fire.
That's crazy, dog.
Woo-wee.
So look. I don't need a solo. I'm good. I ain't got to prove I'm more handsome than you niggas. But so
that's crazy.
I like, honestly, y'all shocked me with that answer. Like, I didn't think y'all was gonna say we shouldn't have done. I thought you was gonna definitely be like, we should disassociate, because that's how I think. But goddamn, like just to hear y'all say that, it kind of made me think, like, you know what? You're right. Because how can we say we got a definition of what a deadbeat dad is? And it's such a fine line that they might be on that damn line, and I push them towards being a deadbeat because I don't give a fuck about what they're going through.
They don't want to be one.
They don't want. Everybody don't want. Some people just don't know how, or they need somebody. They do need to push.
Look at this comment. What y'all think about this comment? Start with Ishmael. What you think about that comment?
Money Connoisseur say a real deadbeat father needs pressure from other men who are considered great fathers.
Because what do pressure create? Pressure creates diamonds, bro.
Come on, bro.
Other men need to hold other men accountable, bro. It's not. It just shouldn't be the women. Ain't no way I can go be around. I'm around my kids every day.
I want to say this.
No label. Let them finish, and then we're gonna go to you. No label.
All right.
I'm around my kids every day. I try to be in all my kids' lives, and you got a woman that gives you free roam to be in your kids' life.
Come on.
And you just choose not to. Like, you choosing not to. It ain't even a force figure no more. She probably was forcing you at one point. Nah, she let go. Like, she let go and let God have it. This is what they say. And now you can go get your kid whenever. You can get them for weeks at a time. You just don't. You don't even stop by to pick them up and put them in the air, put them in your arms, and then leave. Like,
that was crazy.
Yeah, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Go ahead, Gutter Slim. Go ahead.
Hey, this time, so you are who I know who from somebody the street. Who from the street?
Me.
So okay. Is that right? Okay. So all of us three from that area. So at some point, somebody helped us. At some point, so he said, like, that's why you really can't cut, because if somebody wouldn't have tried with me, ain't no telling what I
shout out my coaches. Shout out my football coaches, man.
Shout out my stepdad. Hey, my stepdad.
Yeah. So that coach could have said, you know what? We lost him. We ain't gonna do. Nah, he a lost soul. But no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. They kept on with us because they seen something else in us. And guess what? He was right. We all three of us up here.
My stepdad,
y'all brothers, man.
I'm telling you, man. God.
I promise. Hey, my stepdad has no kids. My mama had 4 kids before they got married, and she already couldn't give him kids. He can't even have kids with my mama. He took us in, and I ain't gonna cap by it. We ran him dry. But now looking back, as I get old, I had to apologize to him a couple months ago. I was like, bro, I was wrong for I hated you because I didn't have my dad. I hated you because my mama went through an abusive relationship and I didn't protect her. So I'm never gonna let a man do that. So I apologize to him. I apologize for wrecking your car and then saying fuck you. I apologize. Damn. So at the end of the day, you been here since I was 15. And he was like, you was gonna get it eventually, because eventually you was gonna have kids of your own. You gonna see. I was like,
Yeah.
I pay kudos to you because you ain't got no kids of your own, and you still help us. You still try your best, even though you nonchalant with it.
So
But
Ishmael,
man,
I want you to give your final thoughts on this subject altogether, man. Everything we talked about, give your final thoughts, and then we're gonna go to Gutter Slim. You got the solo screen, my brother. Final thoughts.
in the terms of a deadbeat, both parties, male and female, got to be held accountable, bro. A woman got to be held accountable because situationally, you shouldn't be having sex with a man you don't see yourself having a future with, because you're gonna create a two-parent household. And when the nuclear family is what helps kids to be the best they can be, that's why when my boys get older, I'm gonna tell them my birds and the beast story is gonna be me throwing some child support at them. Because if you don't see yourself having a relationship with this woman, you don't see yourself really being with her, you're gonna be on child support, and child support fucks me in the ass every month. So with that deadbeat situation, understand what a deadbeat is and look deep.
Wait a minute.
Why do you think he's a deadbeat? What classifies this man as a deadbeat? Or is it that she's a deadbeat mother using this child as a token and a leverage, and he's tired of it to the point where it is what I'm gonna get my child when I feel like I'm gonna do this. And if he's paying child support, no, it's not enough. But most men aren't nurturers anyway. So you got men out here that has the right to. They have free, like I said, they have free roam to be a father, and they don't pay child support. They don't buy the clip to shoot the child, nothing. They are okay with the stepfather doing everything for their child. Like, so at the end of the day, when it comes to that, both parties got to be held accountable with their deadbeat situation, because women can create a deadbeat by force or by choice, and men have a choice to be a deadbeat by force or by choice.
Facts. And before I move to Gutter Slim, I do want to ask you the question that I had. It's not a question; it was a title, but I'm gonna make it a question. What is the biggest piece of destruction that a deadbeat dad causes in the Black community? What's the biggest problem with a deadbeat dad in the Black community? And answer that question, then I'm gonna move on to No Label, aka Gutter Slim.
By him not being there, you got women that are searching for the love of their, because at the end of the day, the first man that a woman falls in love with is her father.
Mm-hmm.
She just grows to respect her mother. And it's vice versa with the kid. The first woman I fall in love with is my mama. I grow to respect my daddy. So at the end of the day, the man is not there for the daughter. She's gonna go into this world finding love in all the wrong places. She's gonna be doing certain things that she knows she shouldn't be doing. Like, it's a father wouldn't allow his child to do. On the vice versa with the boys, I'm gonna be looking for that father figure somewhere. It might lead me to gangs. It might lead me to the streets. It might lead me to being around men that don't really have my best interests at heart. So now I done became a degenerate to society. I'm in jail, in and out of jail. I'm creating kids that I don't want to be with. I'm creating illegitimate kids. And with the women, they're doing things that isn't for their betterment. Meaning, women nowadays are taking the stigma off of sex, so they're just fucking and sucking whoever. But if a father was here to tell you, like, you got to preserve your value, because at the end of the day, men ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, men ain't shit. So you got to preserve your value as a woman, because once you give it up, it's gone. And as a man, you got to be worth something. You want to give back to society. Don't want to be a product of your environment anyway, especially if it's ruined. So that's with the men and the women, with the men and women, if the father's not there, like I told you at work, the man is the last line of defense before your son ends up in jail and your daughter ends up on the pole. So if he's not there, this is what you get. The society that we have now. The nuclear family works. It's been working. It's not working now because of whatever's going on now. It's like they don't want the father to be there at all. But you want him to pay financially. You don't want him to have no authority over the kid, but you want him to pay financially. It don't work like it.
So Got your final thoughts. I want to challenge you, bro. I want to say, with your situation with your daughter, don't let it defeat you. And if you need someone to talk to, if you need any advice, you want to talk to, you got my line. Call me.
Yeah.
I'll give you Ted's line. I just asked about the 5100 podcast. We build networks over here. So this wasn't just a show. I didn't want you just to show off your mouthpiece because you do got a mouthpiece, right? I didn't call you just for that. We building brotherhood over here. So with your situation, I don't know it fully, and I don't want to talk about it fully online. But I challenge you, bro, to keep going forward and keep pushing and make it better. That's my challenge to you.
I ain't got no choice because I don't want my kids. I don't want to be on my deathbed and my kids don't want to see me, or if they see me, they just see me because I'm dying. I want my kids when I get older, they come to my house. When y'all going home? God, when y'all leaving? Why y'all was just here yesterday? Of course, I'm a nag about it, but I don't want to be like some of them dads on TV shows and some of the dads that I know. When my home, I don't even want to see my dad. He got cancer. Fuck him. No, I want my grandkids and my kids to know that I can always count on my dad.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Brother Ishmael, give me a guy a round of applause for coming through. Hey, brother, I appreciate you coming through. Make sure you come back next Saturday, bro, when we had this conversation. Okay? I'm going to drop you down. I'm going to go ahead and get my guy No Label with the final thoughts. Appreciate you, Ishmael, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, mine's gonna be short. Mine's gonna be short and brief. So my thing is I like to instead of like I both gotta be accountable first. But let's get to the point of why that person gonna do what they're gonna do. Like people got a background, people got a past. That's why they doing what they're doing. The things that they seen seems normal to them. So we can't just like, oh, you this and that. Maybe he don't know how, maybe she don't know how. I like to say, I'm saying that to say, get your shit together before you get together. So figure out that person, figure out who that person is before you lay down with them. Both of y'all do the same thing. Figure out who that person is, and I don't care what he's doing for you because you can act for so long. Give yourself some time to figure that person out. It might take a year. So what? At least you weren't gonna be hurt in the process. You ready for whatever's coming. But check that person out. Both of y'all get your shit together, and then proceed. So we can kill off this bad day. We can kill off all that talk if y'all make better decisions in the first place. So that's my thought about it.
Facts.
God damn, I can't do cooking today. Brother Slim, man. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you come back Saturday if you can, bro. Next Saturday. Same
Well, you know, I've been supporting y'all since y'all, man. Come on.
Them facts, bro.
Yeah, we in the same city, man. We got to cook something together for real.
Where you at?
You in Memphis, right?
Hell no.
I thought you was in Memphis.
GA. Bro, I'm telling you, y'all posting, bro. We found each other. We started our podcast around the same time. Just promoting y'all because I was showing love, bro. Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all trying to go down the same path. If I can get y'all Georgia followers, come on, let's go. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to make.
We're gonna have to talk to you out in the back chat or something, bro. We got to link up.
Yes, sir.
All
right, bro. Appreciate you coming through, man.
All the time. All right, bro.
For sure.
Man.
These niggas came through with the Crisco.
Man, bro. And bro, you said something on the disassociation part, bro. I started, bro, but they even swayed my heart a little bit, man. Because, bro, when y'all background behind the scenes, when we were talking about this was gonna be a full blow up on deadbeats. I can't stand y'all. You this, you that. I wanted to go in. But the more and more we talked, the more and more I realized all it took was one bad situation. And I could have had the same mindset of them deadbeats. Like, bro, like I talked about our last John with Humble Dad. Bro, I'm scared almost every day with my son because I might do something and it throw him into a whole nother atmosphere mentally. And I can understand how that can scare a man away from wanting to be in his children's life, but it ain't an excuse. My final thoughts is this. It's not. And bro, we gotta stop, bro. As a man, I don't get to run away from my job. I don't get to run away from my bills. I don't get to run away from responsibility. Because some way it's gonna catch up with you. So imagine being able to just disregard your son. Just disregard your daughter like they don't matter. That's why it bothered me, bro. That's why my child gonna be 2. My little boy gonna be 2. And a lot of the times I'm passionate about these subjects because I don't know how I would feel being just walking away from my little boy. But I got people that I know that just walk away. And I know their story. It ain't the baby mama ain't doing nothing to help or ain't trying. They just leave. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm gonna mess with Keisha. She got this. It's like, come on, bro. And I lose respect, and it build up a hatred in me for them type of guys. But when we talked about the disassociation, it pierced my heart, bro, because I realized them brothers that might not have had a father, they might not have had the guidance. They might not have had a brother wrap their arms around and be like, hey, bro, it's gonna be all right, man. I know you scared. I know you nervous. Let's figure it out.
You know,
and I want to be one of them guys, bro.
You know, like I said, it touched me too. Because think about this, bro. I said this before, and I don't even think I realized what I said when I said it. Black men are also our own biggest enemies.
Facts.
Like, we so hard on each other. We so cutthroat with each other that just y'all saying that made me realize, like, damn, like it's not. And Ishmael said it perfectly. If I'm trying to show you, trying to put you in line and get you right, and you running away from you, okay, that's one thing. But we can't come into the situation like, well, you know what, fuck it. You just don't, you ain't gonna be a good dad. Well, fuck you. And it's like we act as if he didn't have a daddy don't mean nothing. It do.
It do, bro.
like I had my pops, you know what I'm saying? And I honestly had my dad more than a lot of guys. I just didn't have him as much as I needed him. You know what I'm saying? My uncles was a big part of my life. But the fact that I had my dad and that 1 year the 2 years I lived with him as a teenager, that changed my life, bro. And that wasn't enough. So imagine never knowing who your father is. You know what I'm saying? And having a domineering mama. Go ahead.
Right. And it's nothing you can do. It's out of your control as a child.
Right.
Bro.
Right.
And that's the thing. And like, bro, that's why when me and you talk about your situation and how you grew up, and that's for you to talk about. Mm-hmm. But bro, a lot of the times it's like, I get it. I understand why you will have some of the anger that you have for your mom and for your pop.
Yep.
Because y'all both put a situation on me that I didn't deserve.
Right.
And like, bro, that's
and
why
that affects me as a father. That affects me as a father. It's a reason why I overcompensate. And overcompensation is not always a good thing. And that's why I can't wait for the show next week either, bro, because we have these conversations in one way. The way mama said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can we prove that my dad a deadbeat before we just say it?
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can we get some facts and evidence and data and statistics first? You know what I'm saying? Because what we seeing now, the CDC, not just the CDC, the what is it?
Blackdemographics.com.
Black demographics is showing, yeah, they lying about black men. they're lying. It's not true. Most of us don't have kids. I would have never believed that. I would have never believed that.
If we just go ahead. My bad.
I was just saying, when I saw the stats, I started to notice more guys without kids. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
And you, like you said, bro, the world we live in got us so brainwashed that, bro, I really was like, it's a whole lot of deadbeats. Every dude got a child. And then you really look, you be like, damn, bro, I'm the only one in here with a baby. Like, for real. Like, bro, I was at a job, bro. Mm-hmm. I had just had Levi. Bro, it was only 2 guys in a group of like 14 guys that had kids. It was me and the older guy. And I'm like, hold on. The stats say all of us got 13 kids. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Something ain't right. Either these stats wrong or somebody out here lying. And bro, it go to exactly what you said. Black men, we got to start speaking up and creating our own narrative because we got the statistics behind it. We just got to have more platform like this, more brothers like Ishmael and Gutter Slim telling their stories, bro. That's what it is.
Facts. And just think about, let's recap just a little bit of this. Well, Gutter Slim brought up one angle of the guy that goes from house to house. And when I thought about it, we have biases too. Because I was thinking about my bias of being with a woman, but her child was just around more than mine. You know what I'm saying? So I had more time with my daughter, old girl's daughter. But he's like, but you forgetting about the guy that go from just home to home, and he just gonna be a somewhat of a good daddy and somewhat of a good man while he has a place to lay his head.
Yes,
and
sir.
I was, and then it's crazy. We already know that, Ted. We've had conversations about that offline. So I was so biased about my situation for a second that I forgot about what I already knew.
Facts. It happened. And that's why conversations, bro, these platforms, it's so important because like I said earlier, bro, my heart was just venomous with this conversation. But now, like, bro, I really didn't change my mind. It was, because you knew how I was talking when we were coming.
I was like, I don't know what my boy finna do with this shit. I'm gonna ride with him, but damn.
But bro, it's because, like you said, the force feeding of lies that we get, man. You really be believing that all these dudes don't care. That it's every dude out here got 5 or 6 kids, and you sit back and you really be like, it ain't true. And the ones that do, have you ever asked them why? Have you ever asked them, like, bro, why you ain't in your child life? Why you don't go to get your kids? Like, is it something stopping you? We ain't never, let me rephrase. I ain't never tried to get the story, but I will now. From here on now for sure.
And brother Ishmael, right? Shout out to him. I told you that man something different. I told you,
man.
I proposed that challenge, and I know that was uncomfortable. It was supposed to be, right? But brother Ishmael is a leader. Like I said, when I was at work, I was watching him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I see how he thinks. I see how he moves. Like he's not a guy that's just gonna be told anything and he ain't just gonna do anything. He believe in what he believe in. He'll tell you some fucked up shit that he does. He'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But I proposed that challenge to him, not to put him on the spot or not to belittle his situation, because I get it. You understand. I had my daughter going out of my life for a year. I walked past her room for a year. You start to stop caring. That's a real thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I proposed that challenge to him because I'm thinking about his mental health and number one, that baby girl.
Yes, sir.
Because she gonna need him. And I know he knows that. So it's like Money Connoisseur said, it takes dads, men, to just let me put this battery in your back for a good thing instead of some bullshit.
Facts. Like, and bro, I'm happy, man. This one turned
You can't
out,
get it no realer. This is the realest. This is the I'm sorry. We gotta claim it. This is the realest. This the realest podcast, realest live stream on YouTube. It's just not close. I'm sorry.
And bro, that's because it's brother Ishmael could have got judged. He ain't care. Came on, told his story. Gutter Slim, same. You, me, the same. Bro, we not actors.
No.
That's the thing, bro. We telling our real life stories, and then we telling men that we might not even fool with. Bro, come over here, let us hear the story. Let us figure it out. Because like you said, bro, I guarantee you, when you told him that, it probably made him feel a little uncomfortable. But he know why you said it. It wasn't to embarrass him. It wasn't so we could get an extra super chat or an extra cash app. It was because you was challenging him to be a father. Why? Because you was in his exact same shoes at a point in time. That's what we supposed to be doing on these platforms.
We giving it to y'all real, man.
Thanks,
like,
bro.
We had moments of damn, I was wrong in front of you in real time. You don't see that because everybody in these spaces know every fucking thing.
Exactly.
Right? Nobody can make a mistake. Nobody has the wrong idea. Nobody looked at the stats the wrong way. No, you're just a perfect content creator. That's not what you get in here. We're not perfect. Okay?
Nah.
We make mistakes daily, nigga. You hear me? We had some technical difficulties coming in this motherfucker.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, we're gonna rock and roll with it.
Yes,
you
sir.
feel me? And we giving guys a place where they can come speak on this stuff. They can really voice how they feel about things. And yes, you nigga, your feelings matter here too. We're okay with men with having feelings. We're fine with
Facts. Facts. And I just want to do a quick shout out to, you know, to the ladies that watched this, to the one that was in the chat. Look, bro, even though this Black Father Friday, we ain't gonna pull you up, but we appreciate you for being in the chat because we knew that this was gonna be a conversation that women was gonna have their feelings on too. So look, bro, we appreciate y'all for being in the chat, hitting the like button, super chatting, cash apping. We appreciate y'all. But it's a reason why this one Black Father February. Guys like Ishmael deserve a voice. Gutter Slim, Money Connoisseur, Charles, Sir, everybody that was here, brothers that's fathers deserve a voice. And this platform giving it to them now, we gonna keep doing it.
Facts. And I'll leave with this. We created this 4 years ago in our heads and what we wanted this to be. And it's manifesting right before your very eyes. We took the Kevin Samuels approach too. We were building the plane while we fly. You feel? And we still be we just put the steering wheel on last week. You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting better, but you know, we do this because Ishmael should be able to tell us that. Because if y'all want to silence him and make him feel horrible for what he's saying versus letting him get it out and we try to correct it or help it or figure out a way for him to figure it out, he has to have a space to do that. So that's why women couldn't be women. Some of these conversations, women, you're not allowed. You're just not. It's not that we hate you or anything like that, but that brother needed the space because all it was going to be was an argument if y'all were there.
Facts.
That's all it was going to be. Go ahead.
And that's why we didn't pull up women tonight. Because we knew we was going to hear things that a woman was going to automatically be in her feelings about her situation. I didn't look at Ishmael and say, oh, bro, you this.
Right.
You listen, you analyze, and then you ask them. Or you challenge like CJ did. And I guarantee you, Ishmael didn't take that as, bro, I'm going to argue with CJ at work. If we would have had a young lady up here talking about her situation and how we wouldn't have had a conversation. This would have been Fight Club, and that ain't us.
Soon as he said that I don't love my daughter enough to deal with her mother's problems, immediately there would have been a fight.
Facts.
But as men, we understood exactly what he meant. We understood exactly. We could disagree, but we understood exactly what he meant, and it was no emotion.
No,
that's what we have to do. That's what this space is supposed to be. It's not that we can't have emotions, but we got to be selective. We have to understand when it's necessary and when it's not. So when I'm just gonna wrap it up because we can go all night.
Them facts.
But you know, thank you to the brothers that came on the panel. Thank you for the people in the chat, the super chatters, the cash appers, and a shout out to the ladies that came through and speaking your mind, speaking your piece. We have to have these spaces, men, and we got to lead by example. We don't need women's permission to do it. So on that note, we're gonna wrap this thing up. So for your guy, CJ 100,
your guy Tez the Fi.
We are the Fi 100 podcast. You dig. Excuse me, I'm just fucking up, huh?